left your jacket at my place overnight. You kept your life in boxes, ready to go at any sign. We talked about the weather when the truth was in the room. Every time I asked for something more, you changed the tune. You loved me like a visitor, careful not to stay. I learned how to read between the things you wouldn't say. It was love all alone, never mind to keep. You held my heart like something you could borrow in your sleep. You kissed me like tomorrow was a debt you wouldn't own. I gave you everything I had, you gave me love all along. We smiled and borrowed moments, laughed like it was real, but every promise felt temporary, like something you would repeal. You said let's not rush labels, like names were handcuffs tight. But every time I needed you, you vanished from the night. I was building castles, you were packing light. I stayed hoping someday you'd decide to fight. It was love on loan, signed in pencil, not in ink. You stayed just long enough to make me start to think that maybe I could change you, that maybe you'd come home. But you were always passing through with love on loan. Maybe I should have asked for more or walked away sooner, but loving you felt safer than facing an empty future. Still, I won't blame myself for believing what you showed. I loved you honestly, even if it was on loan. It was love on loan, with an unspoken end. You never meant to keep me, I was never part of your plans. Now I won't take affection that feels like it's been owned by someone who's already leaving, calling it love on loan. I don't lend my heart anymore to hands that won't hold on. If it's not meant to stay with me, I won't call it love on loan. You said it half joking, like it wouldn't come true. When I built for forever, I smiled like I didn't hear you. We made plans for the weekend, avoided the year, pretended the warning signs weren't painfully clear. We never talked about tomorrow, like silence could bend the truth. I held on to every moment like it was proof. We knew the end before the beginning, still called it love anyway. We danced around the breaking like it wouldn't find its way. You held me like a habit, not like someone who stays. We knew the end, but we loved like we had time to waste. Every goodbye felt heavier because it wasn't new. We memorized the feeling of almost seeing it through. You said, don't get attached right after you kiss my face. Funny how mixed signals can feel like fate. I thought maybe knowing the ending would make it hurt less, but loving with the countdown is a different kind of mess. We knew the end before the beginning, still chose the long way around. We called it being honest, but still refused to slow down. You loved me like a question, never answered out loud. We knew the end, still hoped it wouldn't come right now. Maybe we stayed for the comfort, maybe we stayed for the fear of going back too lonely instead of facing what's clear. You said this won't last forever, like it was meant to protect, but knowing how it ends doesn't soften the effect. We knew the end before the beginning, still broke the rules we set. Loved each other like it was temporary, then cried when it left. I don't regret the moments, but I won't pretend. And loving someone who knows the ending is the safest way to begin. Some stories aren't tragic, just honest in the end. We didn't lose each other, we just knew when to end. It started like a sentence I didn't plan to finish. Just a night of conversation, nothing heavy, nothing risky. You said it's just for now, like now was all we had. I told myself it wouldn't matter, but it already felt too fast. I didn't know a moment could rearrange my heart. I didn't know a short story could leave such lasting marks. It was a short story, long impact, a blink, then it changed my life. You were only passing through, but you stayed in my mind. It wasn't built for forever, still it hit me like it might. Short story, long impact, some goodbyes don't need time. We never made a promise, so I couldn't call it broken, but you left behind a version of me that still speaks your name unspoken. I see you in small details, in streets I don't walk anymore. Funny how the smallest chapters can leave the deepest scars. You didn't take my future, you didn't steal my years. You just taught my heart how to feel something real and disappear. It was a short story, long impact, no epilogue inside. You were never mine to keep, still you changed my nights. I've had longer loves that faded without leaving a sign. Short story, long impact, some moments outgrow time. Maybe it hurts because it mattered, not because it lasted long. Some people are a lesson wrapped inside a song. I don't wish it was different, I just wish it didn't stay like a sentence I keep rereading, even after the page. It was a short story, long impact, a spark I couldn't ignore. You were gone before I knew what I was hoping for. Now I know not every love is meant to survive. Some are just a moment that echoes your whole life. Not every story needs chapters or a perfect end. Some just change you quietly, and that's how they win. Laughter spilling off the walls, glasses clinking, music loud. I'm smiling like I'm doing fine, playing my part in the crowd. Everyone's talking over me, but I'm not saying a word. I learned how to look so present while feeling completely unheard. I'm surrounded by the noise, but I can't drown this out. Funny how the loudest places make the quiet scream out loud. Crowded rooms, empty heart, I'm here but I'm miles apart. I know every face in this space, still don't know where I belong. I'm dancing with the lights on, trying not to fall apart. Crowded rooms, empty heart, lonely hits when it hits this hard. Someone asked me how I've been, I say good without a pause. It's easier than explaining all the cracks I try to thoughts. I'm holding conversations like they're coats I didn't choose. They fit well enough to wear, but they don't feel like truth. I keep waiting for that moment when I finally feel seen, but the more people around me, the less of me they're seeing. Crowded rooms, empty heart, every smile just to cover art. I'm right here in the middle, still feel like I'm off screen. I'm laughing at the right times, breaking silently in parts. Crowded rooms, empty heart, it's the loneliest kind of dark. Maybe I miss being known, not just noticed for a while. Someone who reads between my lines, not just compliments my smile. I don't need another voice calling out my name. I just want one person who knows me when I'm not okay. Crowded rooms, empty heart. I've been brave, but I'm still scarred. I've learned how to disappear without leaving the room. One day I'll find a quiet place where I don't have to perform. Till then I'm standing right here in a crowd, feeling wrong. The room slowly fades to quiet when I finally go home. Sometimes the emptiest feeling is not being alone. My phone lights up like fireworks, names I know, faces I've seen. So many voices calling me, but none asking how I've been. I'm in the middle of the picture, smiling right on cue. Funny how I can feel invisible standing next to you. We talk in borrowed sentences like we're afraid of death. I've never felt so close to people, and it's far from myself. I'm surrounded but alone in a room full of replies. Everyone's connected, but no one really tries. I'm holding all these conversations like they're made of stone. I'm right here fully open, still surrounded but alone. We share our lives in fragments, highlights carefully framed, but no one posts the silence or the nights we can't explain. I scroll past all the happiness like it's something I missed. I wonder if they feel it too, or if it's just like this. I keep waiting for a moment when someone reads my tone, not just hears what I'm saying, but feels what I don't show. I'm surrounded but alone, every touch feels rehearsed. I know all the right words, still can't say the worst. I'm drowning in the presence of people I've outgrown. I'm right here, still breaking, surrounded but alone. Maybe being seen isn't numbers or being known by name. Maybe it's someone noticing when your laugh doesn't sound the same. I don't need 1,000 echoes, I just need one true sound. Someone who stays when the noise dies down. I'm surrounded but alone, but I'm learning what that means. The connection is in closeness, and love is rarely seen. One day I'll find a quiet place where I don't feel this tone. Until then I'm finding myself, even when I'm alone. If loneliness is crowded, then peace might come from truth. I'd rather feel alone for real than lost in a room